Now, what if I told you you could actually build more muscle by training less? And that for busy entrepreneurs, it's not only possible, but it's one of the smartest moves that you can make. Now, I used to train 5 to 6 days a week, and I was constantly burnt out, running on low energy, and always feeling like I was scrunched for time. But then once I redid my approach and really focused on making my gym sessions not only just precise, but intense, the entire thing changed. I was able to spend way less time in the gym, not only making more gains than before, but also saving a ton of time. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you guys the average way most people go about the gym and why that is wrong if you're somebody who's plans to live a busy life. Now, living in the current culture of fitness that we live in, a lot of people tend to do 4, 5, 6 days a week in the gym. And a lot of trainers will even tell guys coming into the gym who aren't either used to it or who are lacking in gains that they just need to work out more. I used to think the exact same thing. I used to work out only 3 times a week early on in my fitness journey, and slowly over time when I started to plateau, all I would hear is you just have to hit the gym more. You have to do more sets, you have to do more reps, you have to spend more hours in the gym. It ended up working myself to the point where I always felt tired, always felt fatigued, and never really felt like I was making the gains that I really could. And chances are, if you've been in the fitness industry for the last couple of years, you've probably noticed this yourself. You're probably already at the point where you can't even figure out how it's even possible to be in the gym any more than you already are. First off, when you're hitting the gym that much, the chances are the rep range that you are hitting in is going to leave a mark on your body. It's going to leave a mark on your muscles. So every day you're waking up sore. I know this because myself, I was always waking up sore. So because of this, whenever I would go to the gym the next following day that it was time to hit my workout, I was not able to lift the amount of weight I should have been able to, because my body did not have time to recover. Hitting the gym too much will not only leave your body sore, but you just won't be able to hit the weight you're supposed to, because recovery is one of the most important parts in fitness, and it's always the part that gets overlooked. So when you're hitting the gym every other day and you don't give your body any time to rest, the muscle doesn't actually have time to grow. So you're stuck lifting the same weights as I was for 2, 3, 4 months with really small increments of increases because your body just never fully recovered. So 4 to 6 days a week is already too much for your body to handle. And to top that all off, there is something that happens to your body when you put yourself into a stressful mode. It really releases a lot of cortisol. What that means is you're going to be drained, you're always going to be tired, and you're never really going to feel rested. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You're never going to be able to hit the gym the way you want to. You're not going to feel rested, so you're not going to be able to hit the gym like you want to, and your muscles aren't going to get to grow. So you're never actually going to make gains, and you're going to be in this constant cycle wheel of not being able to make any gains and always wonder why is it that you're in the gym all the time but still can't see the results. It really depends on what your workouts actually look like. And from the way that a lot of us are taught, when I got into the gym, they taught us that you want to do 3 sets of very high reps, anywhere from about 8 to 12 reps. And that's going to give you a bit of the stamina and a bit of the strength. That is going to put a lot of strain on your muscles, and not the type of strain that actually promotes muscle growth. When you're doing things like higher rep ranges, your body is undergoing some stress, but not enough for optimal muscle growth. Let's think about it like this. Majority of your gains, when you are in the moment where it is the most painful, right? Those last 2 reps, that is where most of the gains happen, because that's where you actually tear the muscle fibers. Now imagine you're doing 3 sets of 12 reps, and at that first set, you're hitting like that one last rep and you're really struggling with it, right? There, you kind of hit one rep. On the second one, you're hitting 10 reps and really not doing anything. And then those final 2 are when you're finally pushing to where it's very difficult, to where you're making the progress. That's not bad. You can make gains like that, but there are ways to do that more efficiently. Keep in mind how majority of your sets, you're actually kind of doing nothing. And at the very end, maybe the last 2 reps is when you're actually working out your muscle. How much time are you actually wasting in the gym, if that's being said, with every single exercise that you do? The same way you are in business when you're working on a business idea or you're trying to get a promotion at your job, you are thinking optimally. You're trying to pinpoint and be precise on what you are doing. We need to do the exact same thing with your fitness routine. There is no point of spending an hour and a half, 4 or 5 days a week in the gym when you're really just not even optimizing for muscle growth. You're really just wasting your time putting reps in to get those very last 2 reps. So let's actually go ahead and fix this. Just to give you an example of what my workout used to look like, I used to be in the gym 5 days a week. This was my split. I was doing chest, shoulders, triceps, probably about 7 exercises there. Back, shoulders, biceps, that's about 6. Legs, about 6. Chest, back, shoulders, pretty sure that was like 7. And then I think legs and arms was literally 10 exercises. 10 exercises. Each of these days would take me about 2 hours in the gym. And how much gains was I actually making? None, just about none, to be honest. I've been able to make gains since then, and it is 100% because I was in the gym 5 days a week. I was always sore, I was always tired, I was never really pushing my body to the point where I could actually make the gains. And that's because I listened to hustle culture. That's because I listened to the people who said you need to work out more. On to what I do now. And when you think about it, each includes anywhere from 6 to 10 exercises, right? Any of those days I was hitting anywhere from 6 to 10 exercises. Each had 3 sets in them, right? That's 18 to 30 sets per session. And you're doing that 5 times a week. Your body's not going to be able to recover from that. And then on top of that, you have to work. You have to build your business. You have to do stuff outside of the gym. If you're doing that every day, that's a full-time job. And that's not what we want. We want to optimize the gym to give us the best physique possible while still focusing on our business. And now compare that workout to what I do now. I'm in the gym 3 days a week, full body, 5 to 6 exercises, anywhere from 2 to 3 sets. And that's only 3 times a week. So you can see right there how that saves you time in the gym. So that's 2 sets, 3 sets of only 6 to 8 reps. And you remember earlier when I was talking about how you were spending 10 of your reps just kind of repping out to hit those last 2 really hard reps where the real muscle is gained? Each of these sets I am pushing just about to failure. Every single bench press, every squat, every deadlift, I am pushing it to just about absolute failure. It is not about the frequency or the volume, it is about intensity. How intensely are your muscles getting shot? Because if you can do that, if you could do 1 exercise per muscle group and you can do 2 to 3 sets of very heavy weight to where by the end you are very much struggling, you're pushing to get it up. You are optimizing for strength and you're cutting your time in half. Take your simple workout routine, whatever it is, and you can cut it in half guaranteed. If you need help with that, go ahead and DM me. Go ahead and message me in the comments. I will personally take a look at your workout routine and I will show you where you can optimize it, because nobody wants or even has time to spend it in the gym when you're trying to run a business. Your gym is going to work the same way your business does. High performance, precision, and accuracy. And when we can do that, you can not only unlock the body that you've been working for this whole time, but you can actually achieve it way easier and way faster than most people ever thought. So if you guys need help, I do offer one-on-one coaching. If you need guidance in this, go ahead and click the link below. I have completely free videos over on my school community. Go ahead, you can work with me there. I do free weekly calls for all you guys, answer any questions that you have. So this video actually did help you. I hope that you found some value from this. I hope that you can actually get excited to go back to the gym. Excited that you don't have to spend fucking 2 hours per session in the gym or waste multiple days in the gym when really you could get it done in 2 or 3. Next time you go to the gym, try this out, double up on your workload and cut the volume and see what that does for you. And if you guys need more help on this, or you need to figure out how exactly this whole process works, and make sure to watch this video right here where I go over the full process.